since I was a jit, I knew I was a winner. I pray to God forgive me cause I'm a born sinner. Got more on my plate than a Thanksgiving dinner. Gotta save for any days cause shit do get thinner.
Oh, how we giving it up, man. It's your boy Jumpout. Hello, you tuned in to check your mental. And today, man, I hardly got energy. You heard it just by the way I said, you know how we giving it up. I'm mentally drained. You know, I went through some things this weekend, and it just left me very disappointed in myself. I was very depressed. You know, I was dealing with my depression very heavy. You know, my depression triggered Friday. You know, I got some pretty bad news. This young community activist from Paterson NJ, from the town, doing the work that, you know, me and a couple of my guys do, you know, trying to just help the community become a better place. He was killed, man, in the hands of the police. He was having a crisis, a mental crisis, and they just felt like the need of using excessive force, which I just don't understand. And, you know, I used to work in the same place that he worked at. And I went to the office, you know, to pay my respects and to just be supportive for the friends and family members that were there. And at first I think it didn't hit me, but it affected me as I got home. And I'm sitting there thinking just how that could have been anybody, you know, and how I sometimes go through my crisis. And imagine if I didn't have the right people around me that I can call every time I'm going through something, because I go through it. I go through it a lot, you know. But that's what I always tell you guys, this is our journey together. But as I'm sitting in the house on Saturday night, I don't know what got into me. I got really down, and I thought that drinking was gonna solve my sorrows, right? And I don't drink. That's number one. I'm not a drinker. So I ended up drinking to the point that I blacked out. You know, I don't remember much of the night because I completely blacked out. Like, I do not remember, and I never got like that in my life. But what that did was it made me worse. It made me feel even worse the next day, because now I felt like I worked so hard to get this far, and then I felt like in one day I let all of that down, you know. And I'm here to tell you that can happen to anybody, right? But luckily for me, I had a support system that I called and told them, man, like, yo, I'm going through it right now. You know, I need somebody to talk to. I need somebody to talk to me. And they were all very supportive of me, my cousins, my friends. They were just there for me when I needed them the most. And that's when it matters. And when I think about this young man, Najee Seabrooks, that lost his life, I think about how, you know, they didn't even let the people that could have talked to him talk to him, you know, and all of that bothered me, you know, that they didn't allow his co-workers, that they didn't allow his family to try to talk to him. And the way these officers are trained, like, I don't think they should go to crisis calls. I think they should hire some mental health professionals to go talk to these people when they're going to these moments of distress and just crisis moments. The police is not trained to talk to people. They use brute force all the time, you know. And I thought of that. I thought of him when I was going through my thing Sunday, because Saturday I figured I'd just drink my problems in mine. I don't want to think about anything, and I ended up getting completely intoxicated. And then Sunday I was dealing with the emotional baggage from the things that I didn't deal with, right? Because when you don't deal with these things, they're gonna reappear, they're gonna reoccur. That's why you gotta deal with the problem and not run away from it. And I was running away from facing it. That it did bother me, that seeing the families and the friends crying, and just seeing my former co-workers crying and in pain, that affected me. And I didn't realize that how much it affected me to the next day, right? And how much it is affecting my city, because the city lost a great person. You know, the city doesn't have too many men trying to bring change to the community. We have a little bit of men, you know, and not of his age. All the men that are doing it, they're much older. They're the older brothers that are in the community. But he was one of the young brothers, a young active. He was one of them young brothers that really wanted change. He brought a lot of people from his neighborhood along to get jobs. He brought block parties to his neighborhood. He did a lot. He did what you were supposed to do in the position that he was in. And the city lost a great person, you know, and it affected me. It affected me, you know, and I want to shed light on it, you know. Justice for NJ. You know, I don't, there's no excuse of why you have to use violent force for a person that's in distress. I don't understand. It just doesn't register to me how they don't even try to shoot to injure. They just shoot to kill. Like, if he was a threat, why would you, you know? But I don't want, it's so sensitive topic, and I'm tired of seeing that. I'm tired of seeing the violence. I'm tired of the people that are protecting the service that are hurting our people. And, you know, I have friends that are police officers, but they don't fall in that category. And it sucks that some of them get the wrath for all the bad cops that are out there, because they are good cops. They are good ones out there. But it seems like only the negative ones get the light. The good ones don't get praise as much, because if you, like what they're saying is, one rotten apple spoils the bunch, right? And that's really what happens. But like I said, I have close friends that are part of the nonprofit that I'm a part of. And he's a great police officer doing great things for the community, you know. And he was hurt as well when he heard the news. We were all kind of shocked, man. And I just want to say, you know, my condolences to the family. I hope the truth and justice is served in this matter, because he didn't deserve to go that way. He did not deserve to die. He did not deserve to go, you know. And I want to, for the viewers, I want to tell you guys to make sure you have a circle of people that you can trust and you have contact with when you're going through these emotional distresses, when you're going through your depression, when you feel like your anxiety is getting out of control. Have a strong circle of people that understand your mental health and understand you, that will sit on the phone with you until you feel better. Have these people around, because if I didn't have these people in place, I probably would have still been in my house, not wanting to get up, not wanting to do anything, because I just felt hopeless. I truly did. And it was the messages, the people telling me, yo, we love you, we care about you, you came so far, don't let that one day ruin what you got going on. And hearing those words, hearing those messages is because I'm here to do my episode today. I didn't even have my episode for Monday ready. I usually do it the day before, a couple days, and just have it. This one is dropping the day of. I'm recording it today, I'm editing it today, and I'm dropping it today. Because I said, no, I can't stop this, because somebody needs to hear this, that we're gonna go through things, but it's how you go about it, you know. It's having those people in place. Call people. Have people that don't mind you calling them at 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, that they're gonna get up for you and pick up that phone. Because some of us are really battling silent battles, man. We have silent battles within ourselves that nobody knows about. And we need somebody to vent. We need somebody to tell us, man, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. You got this. And yes, I remember this morning I posted on one of my pages, for those who are battling, for those who are battling a silent battle, it's gonna be all right. You got this. And then the amount of people that responded to me saying, yo, I needed to hear this. I needed to hear this. Thank you. I needed to hear this, was amazing. So that goes to show you how many of us are secretly battling. You know, me, I try to help others because that makes me feel good, because I don't want anybody to feel how I ever felt. It's just, nah. You see the bags under my eyes, man. I'm sincere. I don't fake my content. I speak from the heart. I speak with emotion because I really love this. I really love what I do. I really love giving people hope, because I know how it feels to be hopeless. You know what I mean? And I want to give a shout out again to my friend Robert, to my friend Christina, to Miante, Bones, my cousin. Man, you guys, you have no idea the amount of love that I got for you guys, and what your conversations did at the moment when I called y'all hysterically going through it. You know what I mean? Like, it was a lot for me. And especially blacking out and not remembering, that was like, man, imagine if something would have happened to me. But this is why I always speak on God and The God I serve is a wonderful God because he allowed me to make it home. Regardless, I don't remember how I got home, but he allowed me to make it home in one piece. Anything could have happened. I could have got into some trouble. I could have got into a fight. I could have got into anything. The streets are violent. But he allowed me to make it home safe, y'all. He allowed me to make it home in one piece. And I'm here to tell y'all that don't let that happen to you. And if it does happen, get up the next day and keep fighting, because this is a war and we're gonna win this war. We're gonna win this battle. This battle is not gonna overpower us. It's not gonna get the throne. We're in the throne. We're in control. And like I said, have friends and have people around you that understand. And don't be afraid to tell them that I'm going through something. Do not be afraid of judgment. Do not be afraid of them. You don't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid of saying, yo, man, I'm going through something. Don't let your ego of I'm a man. If you're a man, don't let that ego and pride stop you from getting some help, man. Reach out. Don't matter what time you call. Don't matter. That's what I always said. My line is always open. My Instagram is always open. My TikTok is always open. You can hit me up on any of those platforms. You could drop a comment on my YouTube, wherever. I'm open to talk to anybody because I understand the power of just venting. If you need somebody just to listen to you, I understand what that does to you and your mental health. And like I said, man, it was just a sad weekend for our city. Pray for Paterson, New Jersey. You know, pray that this gets resolved and we could overcome and something great happens from this and his death don't be in vain. I pray to God that something great happens out of this, because it's a tragedy. It's sad. It's just heartbreaking to see the people that are trying to bring change go the way he did. He works for anti-gun to reduce the gun violence, and he lost his life to gun violence. That just is mind-blowing to just understand that. And my prayers again to the family members and friends that were affected. My heart is with you and I feel your pain. I pray to God that he gives you strength in these times, that he guides you guys each and every step of the way, because honestly, he was a great guy with a great soul, and he touched many people in the city. Now, man, y'all with that today, man. Don't be afraid to reach out. If you make mistakes, get up again and keep fighting. Get up and keep fighting. You're not gonna lose this war. You got this. I believe in y'all like y'all believe in me. And I believe in me. And one more thing, I have to forgive myself. Because that's another thing I have to say before I go. Learn to forgive yourself. Because sometimes we're so hard on ourselves that we forget to be gentle and kind and just forgive ourselves. Forgive yourself. If you make a mistake, forgive yourself. But get up and keep fighting. Get up and keep going. Don't lose. You got to get up. You got to get up and keep fighting. You got this far. You ain't get this far to give up now. You got to keep pushing. Right? And you tuned in to check your mental. It's your boy Jumpout. Hello.
People hate you when you speak the truth. They hate that shit. And shame on you if you mislead the youth. How you 35 with a missing tooth? You don't feed your kids, but